According to Indeed.com, 20% of jobs today did not exist in the year 2000. So why does this statistic matter? Well, let me give you some context. I'm here to talk about why AI is not taking jobs, it's taking tasks. Jobs and tasks are two very different things. A job is the bigger picture. Think of a store manager or someone in charge. And tasks are all the things that he has to do throughout the day. So think about a store like McDonald's or Taco Bell. There's kiosks in the front of the store. This is a way for the store manager to get rid of some of the tasks that he needs. But you might be thinking, well, if there's a kiosk in the front, then what's the front counter guy going to do? And you'd be right, that guy just got put out of a job at the front counter. But now the manager can use him to do other more human jobs. Things like team building, strategizing, stuff like that. That doesn't really apply necessarily for McDonald's and Taco Bell, but in big corporations it does. And it adds up over time. And it allows them to save costs on that person who would be there if it ended up just not being needed. This graph here by IEDC shows job growth and changes over time. Well, shows job growth and changes over. Okay. Shows job growth and change. Okay. Hello? Is it buzzing still? Sounds fine now? Okay. I'll resume. This graph here shows job growth, net changes. The ones in blue at the top are the careers that are expanding with the use of AI, and the careers at the bottom are the ones that are shrinking due to AI. But one thing you need to understand is that this graph is for net growth, and growth means new incoming jobs. Even if you're seeing purple at the bottom where there's less jobs being open, the people that are already in those positions are not being moved out of their jobs. It would be like if I was working at the postal office this year, normally we would have 10 spots open, but next year maybe we'd have 5 spots open. So that's kind of what net growth is saying. And the reason I bring this up is because change has always been happening. Change, like the kiosk in the first story, has been a thing that has been happening throughout history all the time. Look at that picture in the top right. That is a painting. Before cameras were a thing, painters had to paint portraits of families rather than just taking a picture. Well, when photographers came around, painters had to change and adapt to their jobs. They no longer needed to paint family portraits and stuff like that. They just had to change. Their jobs were not replaced, they just had to adapt. Similarly to the guy on the right, this dude is a lamplighter. He had to go across the street before there were street lights and light every single one of the street lights using a candle. His job was replaced by electric street lights, but in the scenario where his job got replaced, 20 new jobs probably opened, building the street lights, replacing them, stuff like that. So it's kind of a push and pull kind of thing. In the bottom left, that is a printing press. What a printing press is it lets you copy one thing to another. People back in the day used to have to manually write everything over and over and over again, and it was very inefficient. Stuff like this, technology advances like this have always been changing and adapting the workforce. A wise man named Sir Isaac Newton once said, every action has an opposite and equal reaction. And I think it applies to this, because for every job that AI might be quote unquote taking, it's creating many new jobs and actually expanding the jobs in the United States. And why do companies want to change out people for AI? Well, money. That's what drives everything. Businesses who, according to LinkedIn, businesses who use AI make 10% more earnings overall than companies that do not use AI. Now, you might be thinking, well, this is from people getting their jobs cut, and right away that might be true. But if you think about it, companies that have more money to expand, leading to more roles being open in the companies to have more people employed. So it's that push and pull that I was just saying. So what should we do with this information? I think that the main takeaway that you should have from this is that no matter what career you're in, technology advances are always going to be coming. And you should do whatever you want and not worry about AI because of those changes. And you should do what you love because AI is not coming to take your job, it's coming to change it and make it better for you. So if I want you guys to leave with one new piece of information, is to do what you love and not worry about AI coming for your job.